But in any case, we can get through this ranking, man. I'm not gonna dive deep into each movie like I did the last time, because obviously I've done that before, so y'all don't want to hear me do that all over again. I got them lined up, and I'm gonna go from. We're just gonna go from best to worst this time. You know what I'm saying? I know usually typically the ranking start at the bottom, but it's just depressing down there. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be happy first. You know what I'm saying? Let me be happy about what's going on. And if you know what I'm saying, paid any attention to when the video started, if you look at my stack, it's basically in that ranking. Missing one movie. Y'all know which one, and we'll talk about that when we get to that point. 13 movies. 1 out of 13. And we're going to get it going. So, number 1, should be no surprise. The original Halloween. 1978 started it all. What can I say that hasn't been said about this movie? Masterpiece. Now, the last time we were here, I had a little 1A, 1B situation. In time that has changed. I understand why this has to be number 1 on pretty much everybody's ranking of the Halloween franchise. If it wasn't for this, there wouldn't be 12 more movies. This has done something to the slasher genre that without it, I don't even know if we would be here in general as far as slasher movie goes. Friday the 13th responded because of Halloween. Halloween would in turn eventually respond because of that, but we're not going to get into that whole situation. Anything, you can go into any type of media. You can go into even the world of wrestling. Somebody like The Undertaker and Kane who do sit-ups like Michael Myers, they got that from Halloween. Its impact is something that will never be topped, and I don't think they'll ever make another Halloween movie as perfect, as tonal as this. This has to be number 1. No doubt about it. I still go back and watch this movie, even in its age. Still timeless classic, 100%. Now, number 2. I don't care what nobody says. This shit here is still my personal favorite Halloween movie. And I've told y'all why countless times, and damn it, I'm gonna continue to tell you now. Every time a Halloween movie comes out, my hope and my thought process and my prayers to the great man known as Michael Myers, please, let this movie end and you come out on top. I wanted that for Halloween Ends. That didn't happen. God damn it. But in this one, it happens. It happens. The man in this movie is a fucking tank, which is why I have a problem with Halloween Ends, but we'll get there later. I am a Michael Myers fan. Through and through. 100%. Do I want to see a Halloween movie really without Michael Myers? No. Do I really want to watch a movie where Michael Myers is sort of on the back burner? No. I want him front and center, doing what he does best. Terrorizing, brutalizing, and murdering helpless civilians. You understand what I'm saying? This is my shit. This is my bread and butter. Every kill is immaculate. There's problems with it, sure. The whole evil die tonight thing, certain dialogue and things are not, great, but I can't do nothing about that. I didn't write it, but whoever wrote for Michael in this movie did it right. Gave me the version of Michael Myers that I hold near and dear. I am going to make sure I get me a kills mask. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but damn it, I'm gonna get it. And whenever I do get it, I'm gonna let y'all know. You feel me? Halloween Kills. Number 2. Love that damn movie. I'm gonna watch it after this again. Last time I did a ranking, I said I was gonna watch the movie after it, and I did, and I'm gonna watch it again. But I digress. Number 3, probably gonna watch this one as well. Halloween 2018. The more I watch Kills, the more I appreciate this as well. This gives me the same vibe of when I watched the original Halloween and want to immediately watch Halloween 2, the OG one. Same thing with this. If I watch this first, I want to watch Kills. Even if I watch Kills first, it makes me kind of think back to 2018. This was a great legacy sequel. Again, it has its problems. Does it have as much problems as any other Halloween movie? Yeah, it does. But it doesn't take away from the fact that I think it's a good movie. You know, you got Jamie Lee Curtis on her Sarah Connor shit, but you know, whatever to that. James Jude Courtney. I just want to shout out that man right now and just say, if Halloween Ends is actually the last time we see James Jude Courtney as Michael Myers, and I'm pretty sure it probably going to be, because who knows where they're going to pick up from next if they make another Halloween, whenever they do, when they want the money, you know. But James Jude Courtney, I must say, is just the closest thing I feel to Nick Castle we've seen. I love Nick Castle. I respect the hell out of that man because, again, without him, where would we be? But James Jude Courtney is my Michael Myers. I've seen all of them. I was around for a few of them, not all of them. I think when I was born in 93, at that time, the first Halloween movie I would end up seeing was Halloween 4, like I told y'all before. And I think that was Dick Warlock, I believe. I think I said it last time. But I've seen that. I've seen all of them. Tyler Mane's another Michael Myers that I appreciate. But James Jude Courtney is definitively my Michael Myers. If somebody asks me, oh, Mal, what's your favorite Michael Myers? I'm going to have to say James Jude Courtney. Still haven't done my ranking of the Michael Myers yet, but we're going to get through that. Trust me, it's coming. So just wait on it. But Halloween 2018, my number 3. Number 4, Halloween 2. I already kind of spoke it up. You already know what it is. I don't mind the fact that Jamie Lee Curtis is kind of sidelined in this movie. Kind of like how she was in Halloween Kill a little bit. But I appreciate the... I mean, I don't want to say I appreciate it. I don't want to make it sound like, oh my God, it's a God performance. But Michael Myers in this movie was kind of robotic a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it was still good enough that I wouldn't say that he's like the worst portrayer of Michael Myers. The kills, like I told y'all last time with the nurse, they get stabbed in the back with a little, I guess it was a scalpel, I don't know, medical terms, and the shoes fall off. That was a good kill. What we didn't talk about in the original Halloween, Donald Pleasance, rest in peace, by the way, big bro. Another great performance by him is Dr. Loomis. In almost every portrayal of Donald Pleasance as Dr. Loomis is just a classic. He gets a little wacky in 5, but at the end, it's still Donald Pleasance, still Dr. Loomis at its core. And that's something I can get behind, regardless. But Halloween 2, man. Also another kill when he holds the one doctor nurse head in that boiling water. That's always gnarly. I would watch this right behind the original 1978, just like how I want to watch Kills after the 2018. They sort of mirror each other in a way, and now when I'm thinking about it, I guess you could say ends in a way mirror Season of the Witch, which we're gonna get to. But all of these movies so far, I can sit down, cut on, and have no problem watching from beginning to end with all 4 of these. So we're gonna round this out with my top 5. Halloween 4. Now, some of these shifted in spots. Like I say, this is my first one I've ever seen, so it holds a special spot in my heart. I haven't watched it in a while. I don't think I've watched it since maybe a year, maybe a year and a half ago or something like that. It's been a while, and I've been kind of wanting to watch this one because lately, when I be thinking about Halloween, I'm like, man, I haven't watched Halloween 4 in a while. So me saying where it is placement now, it might shift if someone was to ask me. But I love the final girl, Rachel. Love Jamie. Big Warlock is cool. No beef. He's a little padded in some of those scenes. It's kind of fucked up. Then you got that one blunder with the mask when Michael Myers throws Dr. Loomis through the fucking door in the school and shit, and you see like that white, pink mask shit. That shit's just crazy. No Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm okay with that. The whole with the, I guess, I don't want to say they weren't necessarily hillbillies, but when they kind of had the lynch mob to kind of find Michael Myers shit and they accidentally kill a random dude and shit like that, that was even cool to me. There's nothing super problematic with me as far as this goes. Again, it's another movie I can just sit down, cut on, watch, and completely happy with it. Kills are cool. Especially the one when fucking he stabs the chick with the fucking shotgun. Love that one. That's amazing. What the fuck's the dude's name? I can't remember the douchebag boyfriend that's supposed to be with Rachel but it ends up with the big tit chick. I can't fucking remember his name. What the fuck is his name? I don't remember. But anyway, I keep trying to hear Rachel say it when fucking Michael Myers is walking the stairs. He's trying to load up the shotgun and shit. Can't remember his name. But anyway, but he fucking squeezes his fucking skull to death. Another great scene. Man, there's not much more I can say, man. This is another Halloween movie where it's just like, it's nostalgia for me at its finest. One of the first ones I ever seen. Continues to be one of my favorite. It's my top 5. So, hey, Halloween 4. Return of Michael Myers. Now, we get to a point where I was having trouble deciding what to do from here on out because depending on how I feel on a day's basis, sometimes it changes, sometimes it stays the same. Maybe it's a little bit of how I feel about Halloween ends, and it kind of makes me want to shift certain things here and there. But go ahead and say number 6, man. Halloween H2O, another one that I grew up with. Man, I don't even know how fucking old I was when this came out. Maybe like fucking 5, 6 or something. I don't think I probably shouldn't have watched a Halloween movie at that time, but damn it, I watched it anyway. Now, this is the thing with this versus ends, okay? The ending of this, spoiler alert, by the way, if you haven't seen Halloween, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen it by now. Laurie defeats Michael Myers again in this one. And if it wasn't for a very worse movie, Resurrection, ruining that ending, that would have been the end of the Halloween, of that Pacific Halloween timeline, right? In here, it feels more earned than what happens in ends. You know what I'm saying? Michael stalking her son, girlfriend, such and such. He makes his way to her, leaving carnage in his wake all the way up until the fact that they meet up face to face at the door and she already knows what's up. He's coming for you. You know what I'm saying? Fights ensue, you get the kids away. You say, you know what? Fuck it, I'm not running no more. I'm gonna fight this fucker. It ends today. Turn around, you had that badass scene where she had the fucking axe in hand. She screams Michael and the fucking music just drops. Perfect. Beautiful. Love it. They have this back and forth little fight. He gets his shit in. She gets her shit in. Someone has to take this dub. She gets the dub. Shanks this fucker up. Falls from the joint. It's over. It's not over. She's like, fuck that. Hops in the fucking corner of the car. Crashes that son of a bitch down the hill. This fucker's pinned the tree, cuts his head off. We all know the scene. In the movie. Now, that is so much more earned. Didn't mean to get sorry. So much more earned. So much more, I don't want to say poetic, but it's in a way where, as a Michael Myers fan, okay, she might have took that dub, but the way that she got the dub, the build up to the fight, and how it all goes down to me, is much more better executed in here than it was in Halloween Ends. Even the fight in Halloween 2018 seems more of a way to climactically end it better and respectfully to both characters than just being, okay, we gotta respect Laurie, fuck Michael. You know what I'm saying? But Halloween H2O. Always been a fan of it. It's in my top 6. What can you do? Number 7. Season of the Witch. And as you can see, I finally bought it. Got it off Amazon. I know that they have the 4Ks of all the Halloweens now. And now I want to get all the fucking 4Ks now. Because I'll have Halloween Kills in 4K. That's the only one I have. That's currently in 4K. And I was on, what is it, Shout Factory, I believe it's called. Looking up. They have, I think it's 6. H2O and Resurrection is like a 3 box set thing because no one was gonna buy fucking Resurrection by itself, or probably 6 by itself, maybe. So they was like, fuck it, we gotta put these 3 together. So if they want all of them, they gotta buy the whole thing like that. So whatever. I'm gonna end up doing it anyway because, again, H2O, I'm a fan. 6, it's not the worst piece of shit I've ever seen. It's crazy. It's bad shit. It's all over the place because, you know, director cut, producer cut, this cut, that cut, whatever. It has its problems, as to do all Halloween movies, but it is what it is. I still enjoy it, so I feel like we should go ahead and I'm gonna get that. I don't know when, but I am. Now, the whole anthology situation that people seem to try to push that whole mumbo jumbo to Halloween Ends, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I keep trying not to talk about that movie, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Okay. All right. Anyway, Season of the Witch, great storyline with the whole mask thing, mask company trying to take over the world and shit, killing kids and shit, fucking buzz coming out of their face when they wear a mask, when the fucking Shamrock logo pops up on the screen in the commercial and shit. Cool shit. I fuss with all of it. Bad shit crazy, but I fuss with it. You know what I'm saying? It's got a cult following. I'm not as in tune to be like, okay, I'm gonna watch all the Halloweens and I'm gonna throw this on. It's depending on how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking, oh, Halloween, watch this because I want to see Michael Myers. Obviously, that's always been my thing with this. But if I'm in the mood for something creepy, something spooky, horror movie type-esque thing that's not necessarily a slasher movie or necessarily looking for a big bad like a Freddy, a Jason, or a Michael, I'm throwing this on. If this wasn't necessarily a Halloween movie and it was just a ranking of like scary movies, I guess, this would be higher on the list. But since it's in the midst of a Halloween franchise and you know what you're looking for when you hear the name Halloween, that's why this kind of falls right there, right in the middle. But it's not a bad movie at all. It's just unfortunate. It's a Halloween movie. That's its only problem. If it was just called Season of the Witch, it'd be a knockout out of bounds, 100%. But, you know, what can you do? The way the cookie crumbles, I guess. We're getting there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting there. 7. Jesus. Number 8. Rob Zombie's Halloween. I don't hate this movie. I honestly don't hate this movie. It is very Rob Zombie. I tell you that the dialogue is insane, and when I say insane, not in a good way. The whole tracing back the origins of Michael Myers, why he became like this. You cut that part out of me, honestly. I mean, man, it gets to a point where I don't even know what to say when I talk about Rob Zombie's Halloween, man. It's an acquired taste. But the one beautiful thing out of the Rob Zombie era movie is Tyler Mane. Him as Michael Myers, if every, well, I don't want to say every, I'm going to say every. If every Michael Myers was in an alley, and you had no choice but to cross that alley, and you had to pick one to fight to get away from, second to last person I'm picking is Tyler Mane, because he's fucking huge. He's a brute. You don't have to even think if you are on the fence between is Michael Myers supernatural, is he not? Obviously the Tyler Mane one wasn't supernatural. The fact that he's that big, you know, strength-wise, he's one of the strongest Michael Myers there is, apart from Jason Courtney, who I believe is probably the strongest one, depending on how you look at it. At least in kills, he is. But everything after, I don't want to say after, because I like the scene when Michael Myers gets like his mask and the fucking, I don't know what to call it, the fucking coverall suit that he always wears. I think it's called coveralls. Mechanic outfit, whatever you want to call it. Everything after he breaks out of the insane asylum and shit is cool with me. I have no beef with it. What's the lady's name, man, that plays Jamie in Halloween 4 and 5, bro? Can't think of her actual name for something. Danielle Harris. Like seeing her in here. Her fate wasn't great, but you know, it was cool seeing her in another Halloween movie older, even though she didn't play Jamie, which is, you know, it's whatever. Maybe they can pick that up in the next Halloween movie. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know how many years it's gonna be till we get another Halloween movie, but there's so many ways you can explore that avenue. But kills are super fucking gnarly because it's Rob Zombie. Story is basically the same, minus the whole beginning part of him being a kid and shit. Other than that, rinse, repeat. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I have no beef with this. I can sit down and watch it, have a decent enough time. However, we're here. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. And at this point, it's kind of hard for me to even put this right here because anyway, number 9, man. Halloween Ends. Oh my God. The fact that it's up here. It's so... I've only watched it twice. I watched the movie twice. And again, it suffers only because, number one, it was marketed as Michael V. Laurie. That's it. The end of that. It's over now. One has to go or they both have to go. That's what it was marketed as. Was that what we were given? Absolutely not. We got that in the last 10, 15, 20 minutes of the movie. The whole rest of the movie was focused on the Corey Cunningham character. People that I've been watching on and I've been waiting, just laying in the shadows, waiting to say what I felt about this movie. I just want to know what the public opinion is. It's split for sure. But people that like it are saying things like, oh, it was a, love letter to the idea of the anthology. Okay? You're not a real Halloween fan. You're just a Michael Myers fan if you don't like this movie. Interesting take. This is what I need people to understand about this movie and how I feel about this movie. I can respect the idea of evil being sometimes not born, but being pushed on something. I can respect the idea of somebody else being the evil in Haddonfield. That's cool. And I get it, that's fine. But the problem with that is I have to reach. I have to extend my disbelief in what I was sitting down in the movie theater to see. I went Thursday to see this movie, y'all. I was so excited to see this movie. And I'm just like, man, this could wrap up this trilogy perfectly if they just do the right thing. And they didn't do the right thing. They did not. Spike Lee didn't do the right thing. I'm sorry, they didn't do the right thing for me personally. You introduce a new character on the third movie. That's a problem. You market this movie as Michael versus Laurie, and that's not the movie. Hell, Halloween H2O was marketed basically as Michael v. Laurie, right? You have Michael go on a road to get to Laurie. In this movie, what does Michael do? What do you do, bud? Oh, sits in a cave for 4+ years doing nothing. And then the problem with that is everything that you build in the last two movies, perfect or not, the thing that you're telling us in these movies is not the same thing you're telling me in this movie. You're telling me in Halloween Kills, every time Michael kills, he transcends, right? This fucker took out a whole mob after they beat his ass, shot him, stabbed him, slaughtered all of them, went to the crib, took Karen out. This motherfucker should be energized beyond measure. He should be Super Saiyan God Michael at this point. You understand what I'm saying? But then you tell us in the movie that the hobo tells Corey when he comes out of the fucking sewer hole shit with Michael the first time, oh, he takes people in there from time to time. Why did he let you go? So you're telling me if he'd been taking people in there, I don't know who he was taking in there. Was he taking fucking hobos in there? Random people that fucking tripped off the bridge and was like, oh my God. And then it goes Michael and he fucking takes them in there and kill him. If he's doing that, why is he so weak all of a sudden? He didn't say how often he takes people in there. Okay, fine. But why was he so weak, decrepit, and slow, and limping, and just fucking helpless to do anything? You're telling me just for some strange reason he decided, oh, this kid just fucking fell, got threw over a bridge, goes in there, drags him out, drags him in, to the fucking thing, doesn't kill him, look into his eyes, have some psychic imprint connection that sees that he killed somebody. Where he got that power from, I don't know. And lets him go. That's a problem for me. That's almost as bad as fucking letting Busta Rhymes walk away after he poked him in the fucking forehead in Resurrection. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. You build him as a tank damn near in the last 2 movies. And then all of a sudden, 3rd movie, he's just a man now. Now he's a man who's about to stop breathing, as Lori said. I didn't stop breathing watching that movie, honestly. And I am in a position where I don't even know if I want to watch the movie again right now. I'm just not enthralled in wanting to watch it. It's that painful for me. It's pain. The way they do my boy is pain. So then, you go through all this Corey story and the love story and all this stuff just to get to a point where this fucker offs himself, but then he's not all the way dead. And then Michael comes, break his fucking neck, gets the mat. Gets the mat's back. I almost fucking forgot. I'm trying to erase the memory from my head. The biggest fucking crime of this movie. You're telling me that this kid went into the cave, sewer, and wrestled my boy for his mask. Bitched him out, took the mask, said you're nothing but a man, and crawled about that joint. What? Could you imagine showing somebody Halloween Kills, right? That's never seen Halloween. Show them Halloween Kills, right? And then you put on Halloween Ends and you fast forward to that part, and that happens. How much nerfing could you do? This man took out a whole mob and he couldn't handle one person robbing him of his fucking mask? No, I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. The fact that I'm even putting it this high is sort of problematic for me personally. It really is. It's really problematic because I really feel like it doesn't even deserve to be this high for me personally. But the fact that the movie is shot cinematically, I don't know if I'm saying that word right, great. You know what I'm saying? You get the vibe of, even though Michael isn't there, his, what can you call it? Crescendo effect? I don't know what to fucking call it. Is still reigning over Haddonfield. There's some small elements there. I don't know why fucking Haddonfield feels like it's still stuck in the 70s for some strange reason. That's weird. But even though all that shit happens, if you can look past all the bullshit that they do to my boy, oh my God. If they never marketed this movie as Michael v. Laurie, maybe my opinion would be different. If they didn't do this in the last movie of a trilogy, maybe I can understand it. But all in all, man, I left the movie theater so hurt, so flabbergasted, so disgusted at what I had just witnessed. And then the fight is just tacked on at the end. And then my boy just gets bitched out by Laurie as if she's not aging as well. And just gets killed and gets put in a fucking meat grinder to make fucking hamburgers. That's what they did to my boy. That was so unearned. I felt it unearned. All in all, man, it just pains me the way that whole movie laid out. It pains me that's how they end the trilogy. It pains me that that's probably the last time I'll see James Jude Courtney as Michael Myers, knowing damn well that he was only in the movie for damn near 3 scenes. I'm not buying that, oh, it's a love letter to an anthology. Fuck that. That's not what y'all told me I was going to see. I'm going to see Michael v. Laurie, one or both must go, and it had to be goddamn earned, and it wasn't earned. Even if Michael would have killed Laurie at the end, it damn near wouldn't have been earned, because they had 0 interaction in that whole movie, except for the one time we saw her outside. It's just like, it wasn't earned, bruh. That's my biggest problem with this movie. And the more I talk about it, the more I think about it, the lower I want to put that movie so bad, but it's just not a bad movie, though. it's not a good Halloween movie. It's a bad Halloween movie, personally, you ask me. But if you're gonna take this whole motive of pushing it to being just the anthology mindset, it doesn't have to have Michael in it and all that stuff. Okay, fine. Take Michael out of it. Take the name Halloween off of it. Call this motherfucker Ends if you want. And make that movie. But the movie that I signed up to see that's supposed to close this trilogy was not made, apparently. I don't know if it's because of the whole, it was the rewrites with the whole 2020 shutting down. It was supposed to be all three movies supposed to be in one night and all that. If I want to know what that movie was. Whatever that original third movie was supposed to be to round out the trilogy, I probably would have liked that movie better than the one that we got. Because all we know is in the alternate ending in Halloween Kills, they show you that Laurie drops the phone, whatever, tell him like he coming for and all that. Whatever was supposed to happen from there, I wish I could see it. I want to know what that movie is. I really do. Because this was not it. It really wasn't it. I still feel like I haven't even got all of my feelings out about that damn movie. That's just how mind-boggling and upset it gets for me to even think about that damn movie. And I'm gonna buy it when it eventually comes out. I'm gonna buy it. I want the collection. But is there ever gonna be a time where I'm just like, you know what? When Halloween ends, I'm gonna sit here and watch it again, all the way through. Every time I see any scene with Michael in it that he's disrespected, it's gonna piss me off. Which is basically the whole movie. It should be lower. It honestly should be lower for me personally. I know all of these rankings are all subjective to who's ranking them. This movie should be a lot lower. I'm trying to give it some type of respect that it doesn't deserve from me. Because I was lied to. I was deceived. This is shit. It really is. And this is the first time I'm actually throwing out everything that I feel about the movie to someone other than my wife, because she knows how I feel about it. Know how she feels about it. She fucking hated it. And she's not even a slasher fan, and she enjoyed 2018 and Kills way more than she enjoyed this movie. It's crazy. It should be lower. I'm not gonna lie, it should be lower. But I'm trying to give it some sort of respect. Respect for James Drew Courtney. That's what I'm calling it. He deserves better. But anyway, man, we're moving on. What number am I? Like 9? Yeah. So 10. Halloween 2, man. Rob Zombie. God damn it. I'm so flustered now. That's why I had to start off good. Because I was upset. I couldn't even appreciate the beautifulness that happened before all this. This white horse bullshit. Crazy. The beginning of the movie when they kind of teased like the original Halloween 2 with Laurie being in the hospital and Michael chasing her, that was cool. Liked it then. They make Laurie an asshole in this movie. Dr. Loomis is an asshole in this movie. This is even more Rob Zombie than the first one, which in some cases is a good thing for him. He got to put his vision out there. It's not received well to everybody. It's received well to some people. I don't like the fact that in this version, Michael Myers talks a word. The mask is fucking half gone. There's so many problems with that. But again, it's Rob Zombie's vision, though, so I can't really doubt him and, put him down for that shit. He came with his vision, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie's not a horrible person. He's just not the best fucking director in the world. But, the kills are gnarly. Tyler Mane, still great. I don't know if a theatrical version of this exists on DVD or Blu-ray. I don't think so. I think Blu-ray only has the uncut, whatever version. So, but if one day if I can get the theatrical version, I would like to watch that version again. I've only seen that version maybe once. It was on TV once, and I was like, this is fucking different. At least the ending and shit, you know. But at least he didn't talk in that version, so it makes it better to me personally. But all in all, man, if I put this on, I'm skipping scenes, basically kind of going with whatever the kills are. Because anything with Laurie in this version is fucking god awful. She's terrible in this movie. Not terrible as in bad acting. She's just a dick in the whole movie, especially to Annie, who you should not be. Like, she's in the middle of this whole scuffle with your brother, and you know what I'm saying, she's lost a lot of shit too, and you're being an asshole to her when she's doing nothing to try to help you move on in life, and it's kind of crazy. But I'll wait too much. Number 11, Halloween 6. I still don't have the producer's cut of this movie. Tried buying it, was on back order as well for some strange reason. But I know the 4K version comes with both, so I do want to get that one so bad because I want to watch it. I know the endings are different, and I know what happens in each ending, but I still want to own it for my own personal purpose of collecting the movies. Like the Michael Myers trail in this movie, Paul Rudd is OC as fuck in this movie. People love him in this movie for some reason. I don't know why. Like, he's batshit crazy in this. If I had to pick between this Tommy and the other Tommy in fucking Halloween Kills, I pick the other Tommy, even though he got his ass, you know, handed to him with that young baseball bat. Love that part, by the way. But he's just so weird and creepy in this movie. It's like you damn near don't know if he's like a good guy or a bad guy. It's like he's so weird, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like the whole thing they did with the Jamie character. They fucked that over, which isn't the only movie to fuck the Jamie character over, but we're getting there in a second. Kills are good. Pretty much everything that I said about almost each one of these movies, if you watch the last ranking video, it's all the same. So, you know, I'm just at this point, I'm so fatigued. After getting out everything I had to say about him, I'm so fatigued. Number 12. Halloween 5. This movie's dog shit. So dog. Ruin Jamie, she's immune for most of the movie. They kill off Rachel, which is a big fucking no-no. They replace Rachel with Tina, who is a god-awful character. The fucking cops are a joke in this movie. The mask is shit. I can go on and on. It's almost boring watching this. It's borderline boring. But the only reason why I can sit here and actually watch this movie is because, just like Halloween 40 was the one they kept on TV on AMC every year as I was growing up watching Halloween. That's the only reason why I can get through this movie. Other than that, it's fucking batshit god awful. But not as batshit god awful as this. I'm not even gonna talk about it. But anyway, y'all, there goes my new updated ranking. My thoughts on Halloween Ends. Telling y'all about my mask. I really want this mask so bad. I fucking love this movie. Y'all just don't know how much I love this movie. I have it on my phone. I've watched it millions of times. I fucking love this movie. I really do. But anyway, y'all, man, Halloween, man, is still my favorite franchise. Michael Myers is still my favorite slasher, favorite killer. Got the t-shirt. All in all, man, through its ups and downs, the highs and lows, the great, the good, the bad, the downright resurrection. All in all, man, I'm glad to be in a world where there's 13 fucking Halloween movies. I'm glad that Michael Myers is still relevant. He's still making movies. I know we're gonna go on a break after this, but you know what I'm saying, it's a great thing, man. The only thing I wish more Michael Myers was in was video games. If you haven't seen my boy 616 Entertainment's video on all the Halloween games, y'all should check that out. But all in all, man, I don't know when's the next time we're gonna have a talk about this franchise, so I tried to get a little bit more stuff out, but really all my feelings were the same for all the movies. The only thing that really changed was where I put Halloween Kills, where I put the original Halloween from 1978, and my thoughts on Halloween Ends. But I appreciate you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I know this went on for a little bit longer than I planned it to, but I appreciate you all. I love you all, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.